Hi, my name is John Alley, and this is presentation number 2 for Urban Philosophical Dilemmas. In this video, I'm going to discuss informants, the informant system, and how it is not conducive to democracy. I had the chance to interview an informant for this video. He asked to remain anonymous, but he allowed me to tell his story. The man in this story owns a cafe in a small upstate New York town with his family. Like so many other immigrant workers, these immigrants had overstayed their visitor visas years earlier. They were haunted by the fact that they could be deported at any time. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers approached them and said, in exchange for working as informants, they would help them and his family get S visas, known as on the streets as snitch visas. The ICE officers said that if they cooperated, they would not be deported. They sent them around to different cities in upstate New York, some of them more than 70 miles away, to gain information about illegal sales of fake immigration papers, guns, and drugs. After a better part of a year and a half of gathering information, the informant and his family asked the ICE officers if they would be getting the visas that they were promised. He described that the officers said that the information that they were given was not good enough. The informant and his family turned to a local congressman who often went to their cafe for help after the authorities refused to grant them the S visas they were promised. The congressman's office personally looked into their case. A few days later, the ICE officers came to his place of work, arrested him, and threw him into jail with no explanation and no charges. The informant was released on a 90-day stay on the eve of his deportation, after the congressman personally called the ICE. The only information he received was that the information that was given to them did not lead to any arrests. After continued work with the congressman, the informant has been living day to day, fearing that he will be deported at any minute. This story goes along with a lot of the problems with the informant system in this country that went over with Professor Alexandra Nadapov's writing, Snitching, the Institutional and Communal Consequences. The informant described to me that there was no transparency in the informant deal that he went with the authorities. There was no written documents to describe what he was doing. As also discussed in Nadapov's writing, there were no guidelines or standards. In short, the system is arbitrary, as shown by the example provided by the informant that the authorities said that the information was not good enough. I find that this is linked with the idea that people who are not protected by the social contract are excluded from it and don't gain any benefits from it. Because of his immigrant status, the informant was not protected under the social contract. People who are protected under the social contract would not have been thrown into jail with no charges or explanation. In short, the whole criminal informant system shows that those who are not protected by the social contract are often taken advantage of.